For a lot of us, it's not that God hasn't given us the green light, it's just that we refuse to make a move. Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for all the returning viewers and thank you for all those who are new to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to thank you all for coming back or coming to the channel while I was on a break. Last year, I had a lot of stuff going on. I had to face some health issues, but I'm back and I'm better and I'm ready to give you all some good, amazing content. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about comfort zones and how comfort zones can actually kind of kill you. Comfort is a beautiful thing, right? We love comfort. We have our favorite spot on the couch, nice and comfy. We have comfort food, comfort music. We have comfort people. We really love comfort. And as humans, we prioritize comfort. But sometimes comfort can be a hindrance to us moving forward in our future. In the midst of all its beauty, comfort can be very ugly. Comfort can be an anchor keeping us in the same place when we really, really want to move forward. It can also be a magnet, right? In a way that it draws us back to that same place and into those same repetitive cycles. Comfort can really do a number on you. So what do we do? What do we do with comfort? How do we overcome this? The way to overcome this is to fall out of love with being comfortable. We really have to admit to ourselves that we love comfort. We have to admit that we are in love with being comfortable. We're in love with being safe. We are in love with what's familiar. We are in love with what we already know what to expect and what we already know what to handle. So first of all, the first thing to do is to come to that realization that, hey, I love being comfortable. The second thing to do is to realize that this is actually a toxic relationship. Right. And we hear a lot about toxic relationships nowadays. So while you're yearning for more, while you're trying to find your more in life and reaching for more, your comfort keeps drawing you back. It keeps pulling you back in. It keeps acting like a magnet, drawing you back in, keeping you in those same situations, those same cycles. We have to admit that our comfort zone relationship can be very, very toxic. I know as humans, we want to avoid being uncomfortable at all costs. I know I do. I don't like being hot. I don't like, tight clothes. I don't like, I love a good pair of heels. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like heels that are too high. Like I like to be comfortable, but we also have to realize that discomfort is not a bad thing in the right way. We need to experience growing pains. So growing pains are indicative of movement, of growth, of stretching, of an expansion of capacity. If we're not experiencing, discomfort in some way, if we're not experiencing the pain of growth, the pain of development, we are stuck within our comfort zones. If you want to gain strength, if you want to gain capacity, if you want to gain knowledge, if you want to advance, you have to get used to being uncomfortable. If you really want more for yourself in 2025, you have to embrace being uncomfortable. So in the Bible, in Mark 14, we see the story of Jesus calling out to Peter while he's walking on the water to come get out the boat and walk on water with him. So at this point, Jesus, approaches the boat where all the disciples are in, and he tells Peter, come. And so what did Peter do? Peter got out of the boat and he walked on water. So Peter desired to experience what seemed impossible. Peter desired to experience what seemed beyond human limitations. Peter desired to experience something that he's never seen anyone do ever in life before. And God gave him that invitation. Peter asked God, if this really is you, bid me out so that I can come on the water as well. And Jesus said, come. And so Peter took the invitation. A lot of us are asking God for a lot of things this year. We're asking God for, for goals to be checked off of our list. We're asking God to move in this area, to do this. And that often comes with us having to do that work. And God invites us into the invitation of walking on water. God invites us into the invitation of taking that leap of faith, taking that next step. And oftentimes it is some of the most uncomfortable things that we're going to have to do. When we're asking God for big things, he's going to require big things of us as well. But a lot of times when he says come, we don't get out the boat because we want to stay in the boat because, we know this boat, it's comfortable. I know how this works. I know how to steer the boat, all that stuff. In actuality, if Peter never actually got off of the boat, he would have never experienced the miracle of walking on water with Jesus. We are called to walk on water. We have to respond to God's invitation of come out, come, step out, step on faith. We have to respond to that invitation. For a lot of us, it's not that God hasn't given us the green light. It's just that we refuse to make a move. So let's quickly talk about some ways to come out of your comfort zone. And these are things that I've had to also kind of do myself, because for instance, me making this video is me coming out of my comfort zone because I'm very much an introvert, but I'm just being obedient to God. One, like I said, embrace discomfort. Two, identify what exactly you really want to do. When there's a lack of clarity, there is room for confusion, and then there's room for inaction. So write down what you want to do and be as specific as possible. Three, learn all you can, but don't be obsessed. Allow yourself to be a student of whatever that thing is, but don't get so bogged down with learning everything about it that you don't take any action. Learning can help us feel more prepared for what we're about to do, but like I said, it can also be a hindrance because you start overthinking everything. Four is seek support and accountability. Find friends or people that you can talk to you about these goals and what you want to do, and ask them to hold you accountable and to support you as well. Five is get started and don't give up. If you find yourself retreating back to that place of safety, it's okay. Get up, dust yourself off, and try again. And six, set up a reward system. When you make that first step, when you accomplish off that goal, when you start making moves towards what you want to do, have a little treat for yourself. Take yourself out to ice cream, take yourself on a little shopping trip within your budget. Take yourself out to eat, or just do something that you really enjoy to celebrate yourself and what you're doing. So basically in 2025, we are falling out of love with our comfort zones. We are breaking up with our comfort zones all year. And we are falling in love with the process required to be the person who God has called us to be. We are falling in love with small, consistent steps towards our goals. We are falling in love with progress. We are falling in love with taking things one thing at a time. Remember that any huge accomplishment is just a series of small steps. And over here, we're all about progress, not perfection. All right, well, that's it for today's video. Please feel free to check out my blog, thepipelineblogs.com. There's a lot of great content on there. I have a lot of articles. Also, feel free to check out additional videos as well. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. God bless you.